Hi guys, how are you? I hope you are well. Um, what we have going on here is we put up a basketball hoop for the boys. So this was a Christmas gift for them. So they got a basketball hoop and we finally got around to putting it up. So it has been nice on the nice days to go outside and shoot some hoops and realize how rusty I am. But anyway, moving on to what we're doing today. Today is actually a little bit different in the sense that for today, watching this video is a required assignment. The actual assignment that goes with it is optional. So after this video, if you feel like this is something that you do not want to do, that is going to be okay. I will not count it against you. If you choose to do it and you do it well, you'll get regular points like you would for an assignment. If you choose to do it and you totally bomb it and it doesn't look anything like it's supposed to look like, I won't count it against you. So this is just another little way to boost your grade. Not quite extra credit because it's not going to add points. It's just an optional assignment. So getting to what I'm talking about is we are going to create like graphical visualizations with Desmos. And what that means is we're going to create a dot plot, a histogram, and a box plot using Desmos. And so these are the steps, and I'll attach this. This is attached on your Google Classroom, these notes, but the assignment is also attached. So make sure that you pay attention to the difference. So again, these say notes at the top. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to Desmos. And in Desmos, actually, before I jump to Desmos, I'm in my Google Doc and I'm going to copy my list. So Control C to copy, and then I'm going to create my list. So it's A = square bracket, Control V, oops, that's not Control V, Control V, and it is pasted in there. So 20 element list. I make sure my keypad is open. I'm going to click on functions. And this time I'm going to go to this button that represents display. Come on, there we go, display. We're going to start with the dot plot. So I'm going to click on dot plot. Oop, I did this again. Get my new line going and then dot plot. And I'm going to enter my list. So I'm just going to use A for my list. And there is my dot plot. Now, I'm going to click on this magnifying glass that represents zoom fit right underneath the dot plot icon, and I get a good idea of what this looks like. Okay, next I'm going to click on this gear, and the gear is going to let me click on where I had the dot plot icon, and what I can do is I can change the color of my dot plot. So lots of different colors that we can choose. I'm going to go with blue. You can change the style of your dot. So I could have X's. I could have really big X's or really tiny X's, open circles, just a lot of different options with that. So kind of fun to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go with this one. Big yellow orange dots. Now the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to create a histogram. So same thing, I'm going to open up a new line, didn't forget it this time, go to functions, this time histogram, click on histogram, and I'm going to use the same list. So I'm going to put A in as my list. And notice how they're right on top of one another, and that is okay. If I don't want to see my dot plot, all I have to do is click on the dot plot icon, and it turns off my dot plot. I can always click it again, turn it right back on. I'm going to leave it turned off right now. So I'm going to go ahead and change the different views of my histogram. So what I can do is I can start with bin alignment. So notice how my bars shift. So instead of being it centered over 10, so right now it's centered over 10, I can shift it so it starts at 10 and it goes to 11, okay? So you can leave that however you want. I'm going to go to density. I like this look. I go to density and then I go to fit zoom, or zoom fit, sorry, said that backwards. And I like that, okay? Right now the interval, excuse me, size of that histogram, I can change that. So what I'm going to do is similar to how we did our quartiles. If I want my intervals to go by 5, I'll just put that in there. I can hit zoom fit again so I get a good representation. So if within each of my bar, my interval is 10, so it would be like 10 to 15, 15 to 20. And then this is typically how we have seen it. So this interval is 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, etc. I can change my interval to 10. Again, we get a different view with that. Really any value that you want. 8. Okay, so lots of different options here. Okay. Um, Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave it as 5 just for kicks, and leave it zoom fit and leave it as center. I am going to turn it off though. So I'm going to turn it off, and we're going to do the box plot, the last one. So same thing, go to functions, make sure it's on display, DIST, box plot, and I'm going to do A. And so I don't see it. Notice how we don't see it. I'm going to hit zoom fit, and come on, there we go. Maybe it didn't read it that first time. Here is my box plot. Isn't that awesome to see Desmos do everything for us? Offset, this will change the height. So I might do 12. And then this way, if I do 12, I can click on my dot plot and see the dot plot right underneath. And so I could see how that is correlates, okay, rather than being off on top of one another. I notice that my box plot is real skinny. If I want it a little bit wider, I'm going to just change the view. I might change it to 3. So this is what 3 looks like. I can change it to 5, a little bit greater, so something like that. And then you just change and play with the zoom fits to see, do you like it better with this box plot zoom fit or the dot plot zoom fit? So lots of ways. And you can even turn your histogram back on and put that one at zoom fit. And if I want to see everything, since it's kind of hard to get everything, let me do this. Oops, I deleted that comma by accident. My box plot, I'm going to change it so it's not offset quite as high. There we go. And, oh, it is really high. So anyway, you can play with it, figure out what works. See, I'm playing with it. I really could end this video. But this is what your assignment is going to be, is to create this where you will submit where there's dot plots, box plot or box and whisker plot, and the histogram all together on one. I tell you what color to do it. You can change the colors too. So I forgot that even on this box plot, you see how this bar is highlighted? I can go up to the gear. And really, it looks like they all open up, and I can change colors that way. So to see how that plays out for you. Okay, that's it for this video. Again, thank you for watching. You have been exposed to what it's like to do this with Desmos, and the assignment that goes along with this, the other one that you see posted in Google Classroom, this is an optional assignment. If you get it all right, it'll just add the 100% points to your grade. If you don't do it well, it won't count against you. All right, that's it. Take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon.